Today I fucked up by taking my brother's wife to the gym. 30 work out kind of a lot. I run, lift weights, and like to stay in shape. Recently I've been trying to get my girlfriend, 30F, to go with me in the mornings or even after work, but she's not really interested. She hikes and jogs a decent amount, so she's also in shape, but she doesn't really like gyms. That's fine. A few days ago I was talking to my younger brother, 28M, who is also in pretty good shape but doesn't lift weights, about going with me, and his wife, 26F, overheard and offered to go. For context, I've always known her as heavier set. She's shorter and kind of overweight, has always been self-conscious and wears pretty baggy clothes, which doesn't help her appearance. They've been together a few years, and in the last year she's mentioned how she started dieting, running, and going to the gym more. She said she might not be as good at lifting or anything, but she offered to go to keep me company and so she could try out some machines, elliptical, Stairmaster, etc. I like hanging out with her since she's like a little sister, so this sounded great. I offered to pick her up. So this morning I go over early, she gets in with me and we chat on our way. I ask her about how her home workouts have been going and she was excited to share she's lost some weight. I again didn't really think about it or notice, since she was in a big hoodie and sweatpants. We get to the gym and split up to go in separate locker rooms. I get through the men's and wait for her in the gym. When she walked in I almost did a spit take of my water bottle. She's in a sports bra and workout shorts and looks incredible. Turns out, some weight loss is probably 50 pounds, and she's added lean muscle all over. My heart almost jumped out of my chest as I was immediately attracted to her. Full fantasies went through my head and I almost feel like I'm cheating on my girlfriend. It took every bit of self-restraint to not say anything for the next hour, and to my horror she stayed in her tighter outfit for the ride home. It's been an entire day and I can't stop thinking about her. I can never tell my girlfriend or my brother, but she already texted me saying she had fun and asking if I'm free to go next week. I have no idea what to do. TLR took my brother's previously overweight wife to the gym only to find out she's super hot now and I can't stop thinking about her. It's okay to be attracted to people. Allow yourself to be attracted, then in time it'll pass and you'll be over it. If you make her into forbidden fruit in your mind, then that will lead to trouble, as you'll make it far more tempting for yourself and be more likely to do something to get that fruit and cause collateral damage. Quit thinking with your dick and do what's right. She's your brother's wife. It's perfectly okay to be good friends, but that's how you should leave it as. Edit. Unless you live in Alabama. It happens. As long as you don't act on it, you're fine. It's your brother's wife, who you thought of as a little sister until she lost some pounds. That's some shallow thinking? So she was a bit chubby before and now she is lean and toned. And you never noticed? And you hang out with them? Even in baggy clothes, you would be able to see she is not as chubby anymore. Arms and legs will show toned muscles. Something about this story does not add up. You can't lose 50 pounds and look the same even facially. A baggy sweatshirt also won't cover that much. Today I fucked up by staying for the NGHT to cuddle despite being asked not to. So my boyfriend and I have been dating for about 3 months. Yesterday I was at his apartment and we were watching a movie. Typical Netflix and chill session. So one thing led to another and we took our business to the bedroom. Now something about my boyfriend, he gets very drowsy after sex. Like, much more than the normal amount. He also works hard and was particularly tired that day. So we finished and he flopped OER and started snoring. I was pretty sleepy myself, but I had enough juice in me to get cleaned up before crashing on the bed. I tried to wake him up to suggest we change the sheets, but he just mumbled, "I'll call you an Uber, don't sleep here," rolled over and went back to snoring. I assumed he was making excuses so he doesn't have to get up, so I shrugged it off and decided to cuddle instead. BF's mom was supposed to come live with him for a few weeks, next morning. This is a crucial piece of information my mind was missing at that moment. At about 4 a.m. I woke up thirsty as fuck. So I made my way to the kitchen without turning the lights on so my eyeballs don't get burned off. And oh, I was also buck naked, because why cuddle clothed when you can cuddle naked? I didn't stop to think how 3 a.m. counts are morning, or how BF's mom might have the keys to Huss' apartment, or that she might try to sneak in quietly at night as to not disturb his sleep. Unfortunately for me, that is exactly what happened. She turned on the lights, saw a naked woman in her son's apartment and screamed. Thankfully nobody outside heard, as far as we know. Now boyfriend had to explain why he had a naked woman in his apartment, and I had my first meeting with my boyfriend's mom like this. She probably still suspects I am a hooker. TL. Dr. Boyfriend asked me not to stay the night, stayed anyway and frightened her mom by accident, ruining my first impression on her. Edit. I forgot to explain how neither of them are Americans or how his mom is on the religious side who didn't want him to sleep around. But I see people figured it out. Had to explain why he had a naked woman in his apartment? I would think it's pretty self-explanatory. So your boyfriend has his own apartment and would need to explain to his mother why he has a nude woman in his apartment. Is he an adult? He's your boyfriend? Who kicks you out after sex? But also just tells you to leave and doesn't bother seeing you to the door and make sure you have a way home? He just rolls off of you after coming and tells you to GTFO? And also he couldn't tell you why you had to leave? You're his girlfriend but you can't meet his mom? And he can't tell you his mom has keys to his apartment and might sneak in the middle of the night? Do you have keys to his house? Some years ago I took my then-girlfriend to a hippie camp one grew up going to every year. Neither one of us were hippies really, but hey, a good party is a good party. It's got a lake. Hippies like to swim naked. Guess who got to be naked, and introduce his naked girlfriend to his mom, who was also naked. I've never felt so awkward in my life. Sounds like the boyfriend's foo. He has his own place and can't tell his mom, has a girlfriend. She spends the night sometimes, she might be here when you arrive, pick any, and can't tell you. Mom has key, mom arrives in the middle of the night. You're a family taboo so I don't talk about you, again, pick any. Her son has his own apartment and has to explain why there is a naked woman there at 4 a.m? Seriously? What is he, like 12, and his mom pays for his apartment?